Power on. You are now plugged in.
Hey, hi everybody. Welcome back to Plugged In. Clap it up for Plugged In. This is the relaunch. We are back. We are back in full effect. I'm so happy. I was having a mental breakdown. I was getting depressed. I was getting broke. But I'm back, and I got a couple dollars now. So I like your girl, you know what I'm saying? So we back. We plugged in. Aha. We here at 81 North Studios tonight, which is where we always are. Get familiar. 81 North is the label. We got a special guest in the building. We still doing drum rolls, or that's tacky now? Drum roll, please. All right. We're going to let you introduce yourself, because I know you got some things going on. We're going to get into that, but introduce yourself however you may like.
All right. So my name... I go by KRAI, okay,
KRAI.
Which we're going to get into that later.
We're going to get into that because I didn't know that.
Formerly known as Audacious Prince.
That's what I knew.
AP for short.
AP for short. Okay, so the new name is KRAI. But first of all, where are you from and what do you do? Tell people what do you do?
Bronx, New York.
BX,
Indeed.
Whole time I'm from Binghamton. That's neither here nor there. Go ahead, though.
But I'm a rapper. This year I'll be dibbling and dabbling into some producing and...
Rapper / producer.
That is correct, and some modeling. So.
Oh shit!
Kept that a secret while we was chilling the whole time.
Word, I have a lot of secrets.
Word.
First of all, I want to say my mom told me stop cursing. So, but I had to give you the shit. I didn't know you was modeling, but I'm gonna stop cursing now for the relaunch.
Do we have to stop cursing?
Nope, y'all can curse. Y'all can curse.
Okay.
Y'all can curse.
So that she can yell at you.
No, she gonna yell at me if it ain't coming out my mouth. That y'all grown man, that's out of my control. Okay, so you are on this thing called the Rebirth, right? Like I'm just going based off what you had tagged me on Facebook.
That's
the
right.
Rebirth. Okay, so what is that about? What's the name change about? Why go from Audacious Prince to KRAI? And we spelling KRAI with the K. Sorry for the question.
With a K. No.
KRAI with the K.
Yes.
Now tell us what's going on. Why?
All right, so KRAI that's actually acronyms. King Romeo Amor the First. So the I is
King
actually
Romeo. What's the Y?
There's no Y. KRAI. KRAI. So King Romeo Amor the First.
King Romeo Amor
The First.
the First.
So the
so
I is Roman numeral, which is a 1. So yeah.
Oh shit! I'm gonna say oh shit again. Wow. So you getting deep with it? I didn't think go that far. I thought it was KRY.
No.
Wow. Okay, so it's KRAI Roman numeral for one.
For one, correct.
Oh wow.
What made the name change? What made you
Right. Why?
I was going by when I first started doing music. When I was around 15, I went by Pretty Boy. And it was based on the way I conducted myself.
Okay.
Pretty-ish, you know.
Okay.
And then when I turned 16 and I started to learn more about music, I decided I wanted a stronger name, something that hit more.
Audacious Prince is
Audacious,
fire.
yes. I actually learned that word in church, actually.
Okay.
My pastor taught the name Audacious.
Okay.
And stood for bold. So I'm like, oh, I want that. Prince was still because of the way I was, you know.
Right.
And the way I conducted myself. So Audacious Prince is where that came from, and then AP for short. But then as I got older, I realized it was time for a change. You know, I'll be turning 30 this year. And
Good for
so
you.
I decided, you know, maybe to elevate myself to go from a prince to a king. I thought it was about time.
Oh, excuse my language. I love it. I love
We're only
it.
episode 1 and you've ruined all your mom's saying.
No, I'm really working. You see, I corrected myself. No, but I love it. I love that. I like the evolution.
Yeah, but I was say the evolution literally from like pretty boy to a prince
to a king.
There you go.
You get it.
That's fire. First of all, let me just say something about KRAI. He brought us. What is this? Tell the people what is inside of this.
He got it.
Because I swear he sprinkled some shit in it. Excuse my language again.
I can't tell y'all what's in it because then everybody can make it. It's supposed
all right, fine. What's the base? What's the base? Rum, vodka.
All right, so that one is actually VSOP. That's brandy in there.
brandy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
That's
even like
brandy.
that usually.
You like it now.
You like it now?
It is
You've been
very
sipping.
tasty.
Brandy and some
Cute sippy cup.
some grapefruit in there.
Yeah,
some,
show
some
us.
lemon
This
juice
is
in
Doug
there.
been
What's the
sipping
base
on.
in this one?
That one is actually all right. So there's some skinny girl in there, I believe.
What's that? A wine? That's a wine.
I don't know. I'm not even act like I know what
All
it
right,
was.
just
I
pass this
picked
one
it
back.
up. It
This
looks
is a
pretty, so
concoction.
yeah.
That's a
I
concoction.
did a
That's what
lot
we
for
gonna
that
call it.
one, yeah. I did a lot
That's
for
a
that
concoction.
one, yeah.
I wanted the
Heard.
dark, by the way.
I heard you. All right, so how long have you been in the music game? Like, how long you been rapping? How long has this been going on? Because you went from Pretty Boy to the Prince. Now, how long has this been going on?
Since I was 15.
You were 15. Okay, and what made you get into music? Why? And what was going on in that stage of your life that was, again, like, basically why? Like, what was going on in that stage in your life where, now I got to put this on the track?
Yeah. It was an accident, but it wasn't.
How
if you
so?
know what
Tell
I mean.
us how it was an accident.
It was an accident because I actually wasn't into rap. I was into Michael Jackson,
Oh.
Usher.
Okay, shout out to Michael Jackson.
And,
Shout out to Usher. Okay.
I
We talking
actually
goats.
ended up going to Taft High School. Shout out to Taft.
Okay.
And it was a school in Taft called UWOC.
You walk. What's that
Yeah.
mean? What's that stand for?
Oh man, they gonna kill me because I forgot. Urban Assembly Academy for History and I believe Citizenship.
Okay.
Long name.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my
Whatever I forgot already.
Yeah,
Whatever that
yeah.
means.
All right, they gonna love me again because I remembered. But yeah. So they had an elective that I actually accidentally went to. I was trying to do acting, but the way the ratings were explained was confusing. So it was like, one was where you wanted to go the most, and 4 is where you wanted to go the least. And I put music industry as 4.
But you
and
was
I
thinking.
put the acting as 1.
Got you.
But
It
that
ended up
was
being
all
reversed.
yes. So I ended up in
But
the
that's
music
God's
industry.
plan.
That's why I said it's an accident, but it's not.
That's God's plan.
Yeah.
Okay, can I tell you
Yeah.
something?
Go
I don't want to. Okay, first of all, for the people to know and for you to know, we're gonna talk about you. We're gonna get into some topics,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna get back into you because I really want to
works.
dig deep into some of your tracks and all
works.
that good stuff. But before we get into all of that, he's really nice. You're really nice.
Yeah, word.
Thank
Yo,
you.
you was really nice. I was asleep.
Thank you.
I didn't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, nah,
I didn't know.
I
No,
had-
I'm serious. Like, for real. I really didn't know. Is it okay if I call you, like, the name I know you by? Because I'm bad at remembering
Sure.
street names.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, it's in the
Okay.
title, so.
Okay, yeah. No, Romeo's really nice, y'all. Like, he's really nice. Like, I really did not know. Say,
Yeah,
say what you
nah.
got to say, man.
Sometimes Rocky sent me some artists and it's like a task to get through.
Who you telling?
It's
It
like,
be a
God
task
damn,
to me.
there's 4 more songs.
I don't really like local
I'm
rap.
2 songs in. I'm like, all right.
Guys are running those sessions.
Word, I didn't want to skip. But like,
Thank
I
you.
listened to First Coat. I listened to First Coat when Rocky first sent me, and I was like, yo, this is good. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go revisit it, which I rarely ever do. I usually listen
Me
to it.
too.
I usually listen to it on the
it
way
for a
here, and
couple
then we
times,
bump
yep.
it before the show.
Right.
But then today I was like, all right, I got up from my nap, and I was like, I'm gonna listen to it again. And then I saw you had more projects, because I'm more into projects
Thank
than
you.
just singles
Nah, you
or
really
songs.
nice, Romeo.
Right.
And then
For real.
I was like, I got to. It was like there's 8 songs on Riser Prince.
Roger Prince, yeah.
And I was like, the first 6 was like, I was like, oh, this is like, I could put it into rotation, like.
Really?
Yeah.
No. It was really
Like, I
good
was just
music.
like, yo,
It was
this
really
is-
good music. And you had vibes. You had all sorts of different vibes. Some of them was
Yeah.
slow. Some of them was fast. I don't know which one you
Yeah.
talking about, shaking ass or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I
that's
was
all,
like-
all my face.
Yes,
yeah.
all in my face, yeah. And I
Yeah.
was like, yo, he really got it. Like, no,
Thank
you're
you.
really nice. No, I really
That
was
was-
asleep. I want to tell you
Yeah.
from my
Thank you
ears,
so
I mean,
much.
from my
The
lips
two
to
biggest,
ears.
the two biggest
you're
things
really
that I
nice.
got from your music is that, like what Rocky said, like, I hate when I listen to songs.
Your
and
phone,
they-
Zaya, your phone wasn't
yeah.
on
It's on Do Not
vibrate?
Disturb. It's on Do Not Disturb. I don't know how I got through. But literally, so what's good? But like you said, like every song was different. I hate when I listen to a song and it's
Every
like
song was different,
it's
gave
like,
me a
oh,
different
gangster.
vibe.
Right.
It's like, okay, I get it. Or slow. Like the first, like I said, the first 6 songs were all different, like flavors and shit like that.
And
then
you're
also-
lyrical.
Yeah, and I also did anybody ever tell you? You reminded me of Fab.
Fab.
I was about to, yo, it's funny we never.
Stop. talk.
We haven't even talked about it.
We didn't even
That's
talk.
my favorite rapper.
Fab. It was Fab. It was giving me Fab vibes.
I'll give you some background on that.
Yeah, so my next question was gonna be, what's your biggest influence in the rap game?
So
Who is your biggest?
It's definitely Fab. It was the I grew up and my household wasn't so, I won't say wasn't so friendly. We didn't get along too well, and so I was angry. And listening to somebody like Fab, so chilled and so laid back, he really put me in a certain space. So, when I started rapping, I used him as like a go-to. Like a blueprint almost. And I just listened to him and I conducted myself. I'm like, all right, he's this chilled. Let me approach it.
You did that.
Chilled
like that's
that.
crazy.
And then, when I started to learn other rappers, Cassidy, Lloyd Banks, Jay-Z, and I just took everybody and seen what they were doing, and I just
you had metaphors, you had punchlines, you had flow.
And when I say Fab, I don't. It wasn't like you was trying to rip him off or you was trying to get like the low. It was just like you reminded me because like even like the first song on Rise of the Prince, that sample you used, I could hear Fab using that sample.
Got you.
So something like that. So like it wasn't like because like I hate when rappers like duplicate other rappers because it's like if I want to hear a Fab like song, I'll just go to Fab.
But it wasn't that. It was just listening. You like, yo, and that's a compliment because Fab is one of the nicest.
Really nice.
Yeah, and then also like he was like, and then like even like. And then even like the reference on like All on My Face, like Do It For The Vine, like Fab will always be up on the like whatever's popping, and he'll flow and he'll make it blend into their song.
I appreciate the fact that you caught that and remember.
Yeah, and I almost like I said, like there's some songs, like some albums is really like a task, and it's just like I remember one line. Let me bring that up in the interview, but like. When it's enjoyable, you can have an actual conversation.
No, this is true.
Rise of the Prince actually doesn't have a concept. Those are mixtures of songs that didn't make it to other projects, and that's why it's called Rise of the Prince, because it's me kind of weeding certain things out.
Yeah.
Big time.
I like it. I like it.
Kind of like a workout kind of thing.
Exactly. Pretty much.
So congrats. I wish you the best for real because you're really talented. All jokes aside. So y'all ready to get into some topics? Y'all ready to get a little guys? Okay. So I want to talk. Which one would y'all want to talk first? I sent both of y'all kind of a rundown of the topics. Okay. We're going to talk Power. He doesn't watch Power. Disclaimer. He doesn't watch Power, so we don't have to talk about that now or whatever y'all want to do. I'm going to send it to y'all.
Wow.
Be quiet.
Bro.
We are going to talk about it, dog. Mind your business.
What the hate, bro?
Mind your business. So what y'all want to do first? If not, I'm just going to take it away.
Okay. Let's get Power out the way then. Let's jump
in. All right, let's get Power out the way.
Yes, and then that way we can just smoothly just...
Actually was incredible.
Yeah.
That finale was incredible. And that's what I gotta say.
Nah, Power was dope. It's funny because I actually got my man's put me on to a leak. So I had it for like I had it before.
And didn't you say something about if y'all want to see it, let me know?
Yeah, I was putting everybody on. I put like at least like 30
I did not
people
let
on.
him know. I didn't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Nah, it's funny because usually I don't like leaks. But like I was just like when I realized that they wasn't gonna come on for 2 more weeks, I was like, I can't wait that long.
I waited, and it was well worth it.
And then also and also it was the whole episode. It wasn't like it just spoiled who shot Ghost. It was the whole episode. So I was like, alright, I can fuck with it. And then, but like, it was dope.
Tariq shot Ghost. How do you feel? I knew he shot Ghost.
That wasn't what I predicted. That wasn't what I predicted when we originally talked about it. But as it played out, I could see why they had it. It's kind of like a passing of the torch.
And it was deep and it was emotional. Like it had the most meaning coming from Tariq. This is your father. Whatever. And how you feel about what Tasha tried to do, then Tasha gets locked up? Like, I love to see it. I do not like Tasha.
You don't like, okay, good. I
love to see her peeling back that wig, taking them lashes off. Tasha, get ugly for us.
Tasha and Reek, if all they had to do was trust Ghost.
All they had to do was trust that man.
And everything would have been taken care of.
And I love how even in his death, he made sure Tariq, you going to school.
Hey,
you want this money, you going to school.
He's like, you're going to get this inheritance, you got to go to 4 years. You got to graduate 4 years.
Yes.
You got to 3.5.
You got to graduate with a 3.5. I love that.
Oh, that shit was good. How you feel about the spinoffs?
I can't wait. I want to watch. I especially want to see when they throw it back to how Ghost met Angie and Tommy walking around.
That's not one of the spinoffs.
It's not? What was that?
You don't know the 4 spinoffs?
It's the books.
Yeah.
But you didn't see at the end they had the little... What was that? Just a
Rocky,
tease?
I've been telling you, you got to watch the post-show.
Okay, so they're not doing the show on
Nah,
a throwback?
they're not doing that. The 4 spinoffs are.
But they're not even going to include that? Why would they show us that then?
Because it was the end of the story. It was the end of the arch. It was the end of the whole story.
So why would they show us a clip from them back in the day?
Because it was the end. I'm telling you what the lady told me. The showrunner, Courtney Kim.
I was going to curse again. I ain't going to curse. But,
I've been telling you to watch the post show.
No. I'm really upset about that because But that clip was enough because it showed us yo, this is why Ghost was so attached to Angie because Angie's always represented him getting out of the game. And then it shows Tommy always been, screw this. This is whack.
Yeah, you peep Tommy's braids.
Yes. That's what's the name from Shameless. Shout out to what's the name from Shameless.
But you know the 4 spinoffs though, right?
Ghost.
Ghost is about Tariq.
Not Power. What is it?
Raising
Force.
Kanan. Raising Kanan. Force is about Tommy, and Influence is about Tate.
Tate doesn't need his.
That's exactly what I said.
Tate
Everybody in my group chat was like, "Yo, I really don't." I was like, I'll watch it, but like, I really don't really care that much.
Books. But I'm really
Tate.
excited. Power, you did your thing. 50 Cent, you did your thing. It was amazing. It was
Ghost
incredible.
comes out.
I'm really excited for the other books. I'm mad if Zay is right and y'all not touching based on back in the day when they all was linking up.
Rocky,
I'm pretty upset.
Rocky, you gotta hear me.
That's that on that.
I'm talking
it's
about.
probably in Raising Kanan.
I'm talking about the showrunner, the one that actually wrote everything. She said it.
Away with you, showrunner. Moving on.
Alright.
Right.
Since when is that the rule? Zay is
Everyone
always
knows
right.
that by now. See, even Doug, when last time I was wrong.
Moving
We
on.
talk about music sometimes, but everything else, everything else.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill was beefing on Twitter. Did anybody see the beef happening as it was happening?
Yeah, I saw it happen.
I caught on afterwards.
I caught on afterwards as well.
Yeah, I was on Twitter and I was like, what's going on?
Where I saw it was when they introduced him doing the tweet like I'm sitting next to my girl or something.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I saw, and then I.
So what do y'all make of this? Like, what do y'all make of this? What's happening?
It's just messy. Just messy.
Okay, let's recap. How did this whole start? It all started because Nicki's husband looked funny as hell in the pictures next to her, which he does. He ruining the pics. That's just facts. Okay?
Yeah.
So somebody made a little meme of him standing in Jimmy Jazz's window like he a mannequin, and Meek liked the pic. And all hell broke loose. Nicki started going
didn't
off.
it start further back than that?
Yeah, but
I think they ran into each other Grammy weekend. They ran into each other, but that is what started them going back and forth on the next. They ran into each other already. That was already over. But I guess when he liked the picture, they feel like, why you didn't have all that energy when you saw us face to face? I guess he must have caught the plea when they was all face to face, like, I don't want no smoke. And then now.
It was because of the video, from what I understand, like, they're in a store, and if he was being just more mature at that moment, I don't think that's.
But I guess the point is, if Zaya run down on me like, yo, what's up? You
I would
gonna
have definitely like, yo, we outside or something like that. But
I heard that this is what happened. They all tell him, let's take it outside. He didn't want to go outside. I guess he was just basically acting like we don't have a problem. So now if I'm acting like we don't have a problem and somebody on Facebook roasting your ass, I ain't supposed to hit like, because I just told you I ain't got no problem.
Right. Agree.
Why can't we all laugh sometimes?
What if it was funny? What if it was funny? And it is funny.
I mean, but they, you know,
but with the
there's a lot of egos in there, you know. It's
But
the
I feel
music,
like,
you know.
what's the only thing is like, he's beefing with him, not Nicki.
I think he's beefing with Nicki.
Yeah, that's what I do think that, you know. I do believe that's what's going on. There's a lot of indirect.
I think it's Nicki and Meek is beefing.
The dude is just a bystander. He just gets the shreds.
Right.
He's there and he's in the crossfire because he's less famous.
I mean, I think he could have been a doctor and there'd still be something about that. You know, they have their own little quiet.
What do y'all think about like what they was all saying, like all the?
I think that I agree with Charlamagne. Shout out to Charlamagne the God. I love you, Charlamagne. If you watching, hit me. I'm gonna come into the Breakfast Club. But Charlamagne on Breakfast Club, he was saying like it's tacky, it's corny because Nicki was posting all this stuff like, oh, you weird body built ass, But it's like he wasn't weird body built when you was laid up with him.
Yeah.
You understand? And same goes for Meek. It's like you knew her brother was a rapist when you was dating her. Maybe he didn't though. Maybe he didn't though.
He said it. I believe I read something that he said. He's like you knew while we were together. Like he was kind of acknowledging it. Like when they were together, you knew, which means he knew. Like he acknowledged it in a way.
And I guess rumor has it that's why they ended up even breaking up. Is that he was like, yo, you don't even take a stance against your brother. Right. He's a rapist. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he said because you hired his lawyer.
Right. I guess he just don't. He don't mess with that. You know, and I agree.
How do you feel about that? Like, if your brother.
If my brother's a rapist, I'm be like, I ain't gonna front, bro. You're wilding.
Like how we should react.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if your sibling is.
I wouldn't personally hire a lawyer. I would give them the money to. Because they're my sibling here.
But see,
help.
That's a strong stance. So you would still support your sibling.
I'm not gonna sit here
because that's your sibling.
I'm not gonna hire a lawyer and go, make sure he has everything you need. If you need any more money, let me know.
Right.
Just do it however you can. No, like if you need money for a lawyer, if I'm in her spot, I'm like, here's 10 G's.
Yeah.
Hire a lawyer.
Even for a rape charge.
It's a lawyer. I'm not gonna make you.
Because if I don't think that
you did it.
Yeah, if I don't think he did it.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing any consistency in the case, then I'm gonna support him. But now, if I do believe he did,
I think that's a valid point, and I think that's valid.
Handle that personally.
Yeah,
I think that's valid.
I bring that up because like my family, we had something like not to give into details, but I remember we had a family member that went through something that was very public, and we had to decide. I mean, obviously, it wasn't in the public eye like Nicki's, but like we had to decide to be like, yo. People kind of know that that's a part of our family. Right. What do we do? And it's like, if the person that is telling you, that I went through it, and they telling you like, yo, I didn't do it, so you support till then. Right. Then when the facts come out, you kind of got to leave it like, yo, I may forgive you, but you did what you did, and we may do, like, we may write letters and stuff like that, but like, you did what you did, kind of like, it is like, it is disrespectful.
That's a child, so
and it was a child.
We would have to handle that.
My
family,
that's
we would have fought every time.
It is a child.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
Yeah, I think it's just hard when it's like, cause like especially like with like social media, it has been flipped to where it's like you're guilty, then you become innocent.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like the process of letting people like. Go through court, go through all the stuff.
But that's being black in America, period. We guilty too.
Yeah, I'm saying, but just social media in general, it's just like, once you're accused, oh, you did it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You did it, and there's no way around it. And then sometimes people when they become not guilty, it's like, oh, you paid them off, or and then like there's no like, we due process to things, and so like I feel like if it's proven that.
But isn't he in jail now? I think he's in jail now. Right.
I'm just saying like what Meek was talking about was like you knew like giving a due process.
Did she though? I didn't like that he said that because
but he know inside scoop. Maybe he did.
Like
maybe she knew. I didn't like none of it either. Yeah, I think it was all pretty tacky.
Right. Because I would find it hard for a female.
And how y'all feel about Nicki said that Meek was putting hands and feet on her, putting hands on the mom, the sister.
I just see this. Yeah, like
don't talk as much shit as you do in your song, and you're not lumping him up too.
Come on, Doug. I don't believe in domestic violence.
I don't either, but come on.
So I'll be honest. I don't like the domestic violence thing either. Yeah. But we being honest with each other, men, women, they go back and forth. So I didn't really like zoom in on that because who knows. But I did have a little issue with the sister and the mother.
Right.
Like if you possibly put your mother in the hospital. That's something different. I don't know why she said that. I don't know if it's true.
But can we see Meek doing that? Like, does that seem in his character? It doesn't, but I don't know Meek Mill personally.
I'll be listening to a lot of like women, and they be like, you wouldn't see.
You wouldn't know.
So like that's why like I don't like whenever stuff like to be honest, when I heard all that stuff going back and forth because I was watching it live on Twitter, and I'm just like I don't know what's true or not. Yeah. So I'm not gonna really jump out the window and be like. Oh, Meek is this or Nicki is just because like y'all are both clearly hurt by another one, and it's like so like could have like cause like you can blur lines where like did Nicki probably like did Meek like was play fighting with her and like hit her lip off the thing and then she got tight and now
play fighting and you hit her lip.
Saying, but you know when you're mad at each other. You kind of blur the lines,
exactly,
and vice versa. Did Nicki know for a fact that her brother did it? Probably not.
Right.
But also, did you kind of have a hunch that he did it? Yeah. Probably, and it's just all messy when it's just like, yo, you didn't have this energy when y'all was together. Yeah. So just kind of
hold it down.
Yeah, just like
hold it down. It's all corny.
Man,
period.
I can't say if Meek would do something like that.
Yeah, because we don't know Meek.
Because what we see, we gotta remember it's entertainment.
Yeah, we see the
he's
rapper.
like that exactly. So I can't. And then we see that energy when he's. I've seen him as a battle rapper, so I see his energy. But he's talking to another man. You know what I'm saying? So he's aggressive. And he's around people in Philly as well.
Right.
We know how it is out there.
But just for y'all watching, I do not support domestic violence. Especially if you getting crazy with women, but you don't got that energy with a man. When he told you to step outside, it's not cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's if you're gonna be tough, be tough. And even if you is tough, don't be putting your hands on no lady.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Unless your life is literally in danger, you are cornered, and she got a knife.
Or a knife to you.
Yeah, right, box. Beep, beep, beep,
yeah, like get out the way, like
yeah,
hit her with the defensive lineman swing move, and then get out. Like I said, I'm not putting my hands on no woman.
Right. And how do y'all feel about Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty? Right? Kenneth Petty. I don't even like that name.
I didn't even know his name till right now.
What's the name?
Kenneth Petty.
I didn't know this. I didn't know this person until my sister.
Oh, now it makes sense why she was like, I'm Miss Petty.
Yeah, that's why
I'm thinking she's talking about like petty, like, oh, you being petty.
What makes it fire.
That's what makes it like, I
didn't even know that was his name. I swear to God.
That's a play on words, Miss Petty.
What? Because like he doesn't do anything, right? Like, I don't need to know him, right?
Shout out to the Mac Ballers. Against the man is Mac Baller.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, he's a gangbanger.
Oh, he got a rape charge.
Oh, he got a rape charge too.
As soon as y'all said his name, I remember then they posted.
Nico over there like, hold on, he got a rape charge. They said Nicki just support the
that
rapist.
whole conversation, and then when y'all said, I was like, yo, they posted it again. It was some shit they posted.
Wait, like Mac Ballers, like from Binghamton, Mac Ballers?
No, Mac Ballers is.
I'm saying, like, was he with like, was he with?
I don't know about Binghamton, but he was Mac Baller.
Okay, all right, no, obviously I know it's not just specifically Binghamton. I'm just saying, like, was he involved in any of that?
Same gang, same affiliation,
gotcha.
absolutely.
Just cousins. Okay.
That's why Nicki be like in the Mac truck, heavy on his sleeves. That's that gang shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe this on Nicki's side.
Yeah. She thinks she Queen Sleeves now. Now she thinks she gonna have the Macs pull up on me. Yeah, no, all of that. Nah. She might, allegedly. We don't know. All right. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of rape charges and all this other stuff, Gayle King is currently going through a crucifixion. She is currently getting canceled. If she ever got canceled before, the bitch is excuse my language, she is canceled now. Now, do y'all agree with this cancellation? First of all, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the first thing we got.
Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I can't even say nothing else. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah,
I was who let Kobe Bryant die?
Yeah,
who is responsible for the death of Kobe Bryant?
It's crazy because like that's gonna be one of those things where like 20 years later, like everyone's gonna remember like
where they was, what were you doing?
Because I was literally, it was a Sunday. I was cooking my meal prep for the week coming up, and then my boy called me. He said, "Yo, you heard the news?" I'm like, "What are you talking about the news?" Like he never called me about the news. Like it's always about like some basketball or yo, you saw the game, and he told me. I'm like, nah, bro.
I was in Chili's. I was at the bar.
I'm like, yo,
I was having a margarita.
I'm like, you tripping, and then the more I just like the more, and then obviously when it became like factual, and then like it just seemed like that story just kept getting more sad. Like literally by the hour.
Shirley did
like,
keep getting more sad.
First it was like
Shirley did.
Then it was like, oh, it's all his daughters. It's like what? Yeah, then it was just one of his daughters.
Right.
Then it was a whole other family on the airplane. Like I remember in a helicopter, like it just kept getting.
I was up, and I don't usually get to sleep till like 5, 6 in the morning sometimes. I was up. I was still up when it happened. Right. Like I was on Instagram, and then something I follow on the news posted it, and then I was like, oh, they're playing around as one of those like.
I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it.
Immediately I went to Google and I typed in Kobe Bryant dead. Nothing popped up. Then I went back to the post and it said helicopter crash. So I went back to Google and typed in helicopter crash, and one news channel popped up. And then literally I reloaded.
So you was early. You was on it.
I reloaded the page.
What's up, Chino? You come say what's up.
4 other news stations. 4 other news stations had posted right after, so then I knew it was real.
Yeah. Nah, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I genuinely could not believe it.
I couldn't believe it. I'm just like, and then the more I kept like watching like the sports shows and all that, and it was like you realize like NBA compared to like the MLB or the NFL, it's like in its toddler phase.
Yeah.
So it's super young. So like the forefathers that created NBA are all still
Talk
alive.
about it.
So like the one stat that I heard was the craziest is that like only 2 players that won the MVP award passed away. So you got to think about it like Oscar Robertson is still alive.
Yeah.
Like the only 2 that are like passed away or 3 now is Wilt Chamberlain, Moses Malone, and now Kobe. So you got to think everybody else is alive from the creation of basketball. That won an MVP. Jerry West is alive. Bill Russell's alive. Kareem's alive. Jordan's alive. Magic's alive. Bird's alive.
Everybody here. We
so
lost
it's like
Kobe,
when you
Bryant.
lose someone that's literally
and
like
he was so young, he wasn't even old.
Exactly.
Nobody was ready.
So
and
you
then
like-
he
you
lost
think
his
of-
daughter
you think
with
about,
him.
like,
Like,
Kareem
it's
and
just
Bill.
too much going on.
Bill was the first black coach. He's still alive. Kareem, like one of the greatest ever centers, he's still alive. So like literally like from the creation of the sport are still alive.
That's a good perspective.
And then it's just like for him, so like that's how shocking it is. It's not like baseball when like their lineage goes on forever.
That's like the only sport that's that way too.
Right.
Yeah, because it's pretty much brand new when you really
Right.
think about it. Like
Yeah,
it's
but you gotta also think basketball was taking a lot younger people for
Yeah.
a long time.
yeah, almost definitely. Like you can
Kobe
come-
went straight from high school,
yeah,
didn't he?
Yeah, literally
Yes,
like
he did. He
like
was
and
16,
A
I
lot
think
of
he
times,
was
a lot
like
of
16,
big sports that
17.
you can play on that caliber.
yeah. That's another thing about it. Like it's crazy. It's
You
like
need more soda. You gonna drink that straight?
people talking about
Gino,
like
can you
how
ask
like
Bags? Gino, yo, can you ask Bags if he got more pineapple soda for my guests? See if he got some more of
the
that.
thing about it is that with Kobe is like, yo, he came into high school. He came into the league with. He came into the league where he had his mom sign his contract.
Yeah,
because he wasn't even of age.
He was still a teen,
he went to prom with Brandy. Like so, like we literally
He
saw
went to prom with Brandy.
every like
Crushed
we
her
saw
shit.
every
She
step.
was at his
No,
first game.
really.
She was when he won the dunk contest.
we saw
she was
every
there.
step
Yeah.
of his whole life in basketball. And it's like, yo, it's crazy. It's like my boy Quay, he brought up a perfect like this. Was
Shout out to Quay. What's good, Quay? I ain't see you in a minute, boy. Ain't see you in a minute.
We was on the phone like, bro, we was crying like together, like, and it was just like he was talking about. He's like, yo, the crazy thing about it is he gave 20 years to the NBA, and like fully committed, and he finally was giving his life
he was
to
taking
his
a break.
family and to his wife.
And this happened.
and then this happens, and just to cut it off like so abruptly, it's just like,
Yeah.
Life
Pass
is
it down.
so-
Pass it down. Would you? Yeah.
like
Thank you,
life
thank
is
you.
life is so fragile.
Thank you.
With the whole situation. It's like, yo, this dude, like, and just seeing everyone being like, yo, he had plans for tomorrow. He had
Right.
plans for next week. Like, I remember Melo said, he was like, Kobe said he was coming to my game on Friday. Like, it was a Portland Trailblazers versus the Lakers. And he's like, yo, Kobe said he was coming.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Didn't LeBron take a statement?
So,
I just talked to
Yeah, literally just talked to him that morning. Like, so it's just
because
how
this is
fast life
unexpected.
can
It's a
just go.
tragedy. Facts. And you just
Like, just
gotta
that fast.
love your loved ones while we're here to love our loved
Yeah,
ones.
but I'm not gonna, that
But
put me in the
so,
funk.
Gail King, how do we all feel about her little antics? I mean, I didn't watch the whole interview. I'm gonna just tell everybody that right now. I did not watch the whole interview, but I watched
The
when she
whole
was
interview
talking
didn't
to.
come out yet. It didn't come out yet.
Oh, so why
Yeah.
everybody acting like, oh, you gotta see the whole thing?
Well, yeah, because they're just saying they
I
got to
guess
see the
'cause
whole
what
thing.
she said was
Because
so,
people-
you know,
they want everybody to hold judgment till the whole interview.
Well, okay, so it was Lisa Leslie she was
Yeah. One
interviewing,
of Kobe's
okay? And I
friends.
saw the little snippet and I did not like it. It was not one question, it wasn't two, but it was like 3, 4. Like
Yeah.
she kept going.
Yeah, she kept
She
digging.
kept going. Oh, so you heard about this? Okay, yeah, but I don't believe it. Oh, but you wouldn't know, Lisa.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's just like, all right.
And-
Oh,
Wait,
but the
so-
charges were dismissed. Yeah, but they were only dismissed because it's like, what are you trying to do, Gail?
Yeah, that's the thing.
What
Obviously,
are you trying to do, Gail?
Obviously, we're not interviewing. Like, we're not to the interviewers of like the level of. Gail,
I try to put
but
myself
it's
in my
also,
shoes. I
like-
really did.
Yeah, but also like you kind of get the room or the temperature. Like when you asking somebody a question, you kind of get the feel of like, oh, they really
Oh, they don't
wanna-
want to talk about
They
this.
don't really want to talk about it. And then but she just kept.
She kept
doubling
going.
down,
She kept
doubling
going.
it down. It's
She
like,
kept
yo,
going. Like she
when-
was determined to get another answer.
Yeah, and it was like it was either A, she was determined to put Lisa in a bad light,
Or put
determined to
Kobe in
put
a bad
Kobe
light.
in a bad
Either
light.
way, we don't like it.
And it's like
Gail.
and And obviously, like as interviewers, we're supposed to be unbiased, but obviously our opinions leak out.
Yeah, that's what.
But also, it's like when you have an agenda to put somebody in a bad light, and one person just abruptly passed away, it's just not gonna look good.
So soon after.
It's just not gonna look good. And then
Think about his family. They don't want to hear that.
Was this interview already planned, or was this line of questioning already
Probably.
supposed to be asked to her or something like
I'm
that?
assuming that she knew she was about to ask that kind of
It
question.
seemed like she knew what she wanted.
She was, she knew what she was doing.
Knew she had an
and
angle.
then she tried
Did
to
y'all
flip.
see her response?
Yeah, she tried to flip the blame on a production. I personally don't believe it. Just because you're too powerful for
It
anybody.
could be production, but nobody made you. She was basically acting. I didn't know they was gonna leak that clip.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they was putting out that clip, but you knew you asked those questions. Yeah. You knew what came out of your mouth. So no, you didn't know that they released that clip. Now you getting all this hate. And you don't know where it's coming from. You didn't know they was releasing the clip, but it doesn't matter. You knew you said what you said. You knew you asked the questions that you asked. You knew what you was doing, and I don't like it. She took no accountability. If you ask me, she tried to blame it on CBS.
I just think like she's way too powerful and way too popular to have any production where there's a point where
Go ahead,
like,
Nico, because I don't think she's powerful
no.
either. She's not more powerful than CBS. Exactly.
She's not more popular.
No, she's not. I'm just
You
saying, but it's just like.
You don't think that maybe they just. I'm not defending her. You don't think that maybe they're like, like
you gotta do this. They were. I don't put it past them at
She's a
all.
black woman in CBS, right? She's like
Riding the coattail of Oprah.
They wanted to get.
Do you want to be big or not?
Yeah.
I meant like, but to keep her at least to keep having black women right on that show and shit. I don't know. I feel bad for her.
I think
I feel like
don't
it was a
feel
good
bad.
follow through because she just had that issue with R.
R. Kelly.
So it just seemed,
but with R. Kelly, it was more understandable because we all looking at R. Kelly like you are the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
But people were still saying that, like, why y'all keep doing this to our men? Why y'all not doing this to so and so? But R. Kelly was like, come on, I don't care if he's black, white, Hispanic. I really don't care. R. Kelly is bugging out. But Kobe Bryant just died, and like Lisa said, you had time while he was living to ask these questions if that's what you wanted to ask, but you didn't do that. Like it's old now.
Can
The
you
case is
imagine what
closed.
the ratings are like now?
I feel like
I understand.
Because he's dead and then she's doing this.
My opinion on that is like it's crazy because you take two different people. You got Donald Trump and you got Kobe Bryant. Now let's take their race with their race. Not like as far as Donald Trump goes. Don't even eliminate everything that the minorities have to say about him. Just the white population. All right, Donald Trump had 2 federal cases in like the late 80s and early 90s.
Talk about it.
For not renting to people that were trying to get apartments in the Trump Towers that were minorities. Now, when they went to trial, they settled outside of court, meaning they knew they were guilty.
Right.
They settled, boom. Now, 6 months or to a year after that, the feds sent more people like undercover to go see if they were still doing this, and they did. So they made them go through the process again. Once again, they did that. Now you got all of these people like Donald Trump, Make America White. Like at the end of the day, we're not gonna undermine the fact that that man is racist.
Right.
But at the end of the day, people overlook it because he beat that and it got
Right. So why we can't do that with Kobe Bryant?
Someone asked me, would you still call a murderer if he beat that kid? Like first of all, it's a whole different thing. Like the girl backed out of the case, but don't get me wrong. Also in her defense, just because she backed out of it and said doesn't mean that he didn't do it.
That's a fact.
At the end of the day, Kobe Bryant got probably 5 lawyers behind it, plus the NBA and $400 million. Like so, at the end of the
This
day,
is a fact.
But
he was here alive and well. If you wanted to ask him those questions, ask him. Don't wait till the man is dead to ask one of his friends about some bullshit.
Which is why I was asking, was his line of questioning made up before he died?
I doubt it, because why would we be talking about Kobe Bryant in such a manner if he didn't? Not that Kobe Bryant been a legend, but he wasn't. This is a hot topic now. People want to interview asking about him because he passed away.
He did do some sucking shit though. God rest his dead. He did do some sucking shit, throwing Shaq under the bus like that. But
what he did to Shaq?
Yeah, but even that they amended. Even that they amended it. They didn't have an interview.
What he did to Shaq?
He said y'all basically making a big deal out of me cheating, but y'all ain't saying nothing when Shaq did it. And he said it like right there.
Adultery. The war of the adulteress.
He basically told him told.
That's fine. Whatever.
I also understand that was some childish shit to say, but Kobe came into the NBA at 17, probably grew up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably had a still childish mindset at the time, although he was grown. Like that really sounds like some childish shit to say. You're gonna do this, but you ain't say nothing to Shaq when he did.
Yeah, that is childish. This is what we do in school when we get caught. But so and so was talking too.
So-and-so
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. But so overall, do we agree or disagree with the cancellation of Gayle King? Because some people are like, oh, we do this to black people in media. I don't know. I feel like she out of line.
I feel like
She is out of line, but I don't know if she should be canceled.
Yeah.
Look, everybody like super taboo.
Cancel that shit.
Nah,
Yeah,
like
I don't-
either or, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, you know, she should have got a chance, like, you know what I mean, the chance to redeem herself. Like,
But she did. She had a chance to speak, and all she did was make excuses.
Yeah, that's different. When you're doing that, you're justifying and and you're minimizing and shit like that. That's when it's becoming
Passing the blame.
It's hard to- I don't know what's going on behind the scenes to say if she's just casting blame or what. It might be her actual reason.
The thing with me with Gail, and then like also the whole cancel culture is that like if you're going to cancel somebody, actually do it. Don't just say like yo I canceled and then go. And then, like,
But I believe in the culture enough to cancel Gayle King only because she wasn't even popular enough. Gayle King was just getting her shine with the R. Kelly thing.
Yeah,
Before the R. Kelly thing, it was just Oprah's best friend Gayle.
But also now when Gail doing it, now Oprah caught a stretch. So now are you ready to cancel Oprah?
But Oprah was already canceled because people wasn't feeling her because of the thing with Russell Simmons, which was what I was going to get to. For people that don't know the backstory, exactly. People's already mad at Oprah because what she did with Michael Jackson. She put out that Michael Jackson BS about him doing whatever he was doing with the little boys. Right. Whether it's true or not true, you was Mike's friend in his life. You understand? So in death, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? And then it was Russell Simmons. She was about to put out the thing on Russell Simmons. But where's the documentary on Harvey Weinstein or the Donald Trump? Do you understand?
No,
and that's
I'm
where
fine.
people's outrage
I'm
is
fine
coming
with the
from.
cancellation, but I also know that if
And then you have
everyone is
Gail with
saying,
R. Kelly and now
if everyone is
Kobe.
saying cancel and I'm the only one actually canceling, then they ain't that cancel.
But I'm saying if that's where they're gonna take it though, if that's where they're gonna take it, you know what I'm saying? They gotta start really taking it. Like don't just stop with Gail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a lot of what's going on.
Exactly what I'm saying.
You know
It's like,
that even goes into law enforcement. With the way these police be acting. You know what I mean? Like, all right, they're canceling. That's a big scale. You know what I mean? Like, look at the way America is right now. They kind of made that shit cool. Just like girls living the life the way they live it. Like, they really made this shit cool for people to be racist. Like, at the end of the day, in my eyes, every race is racist in a form of fashion.
In a way,
you know
it's
what I mean?
true.
Every race feels like their race is superior and everything. That's why it's a way
It's
to go
true.
about it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, somebody said something the other day to me that really did, like, it was crazy. Like, the way they put it. Like, they said black people basically expressing their love for their culture is cool. You know, it is. You know what I mean? But when white people do it, it's like they're kind of putting like a racist.
And I agree. I battle with myself in my head about that type of stuff all the time. But what I want to say is on behalf of black people, we were oppressed for so long. It's like, oh, well, we want to brag now. That's what we're going to do.
Also,
and you're going to hear it.
You know what's crazy? One thing I do, because I'm a history group. Like, I'm really into it. In America, black people were definitely oppressed, you know what I mean? But when you take it over to the other side of the world, white people were definitely oppressed first by black people because we were there first. Black people is the original men.
Okay.
Black people were once the minority, and they were also put through that as well. But that's a different history on a different side of the world. But it did happen, though.
The thing with me, when I hear like that argument with like, oh, y'all scream black is powerful and then like white people is like, y'all gotta realize black and white isn't the opposite. Is like black is our culture. Black means we have no ties to Africa, so we're African American. Yeah. So it's like if I know me specifically, I had white Jewish friends. I'm like, yo, wear your yarmulke, bro. Yeah. Be proud of your Jewish. Yeah. Don't let nobody don't wear yo. I only wear my yarmulke when I'm around my good friends. Nah, wear your yarmulke at school. Wear your yarmulke at class. And then also. And when you're Italian,
the black love, Afro love, and all of that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's promoted also in a way more positive way. I feel like it's harder, you know what I mean? It's
to be proud of other cultures.
I feel like a white person coming out and doing white pride this, white pride that,
you
it's
can't
harder
do
for
it.
them to make it seem positive than it is for
you
them.
can't do it, and that's a fact. It's fact. It's a fact. I just blame it on if the kid that's been bullied for 400 years all of a sudden stand up and be like, I'm popping. Then let that bully kid be popping. That's how I feel like. I feel like in America specifically, present day, we are the ones that have been bullied and we rising up. And we have to rise up time and time again. And even still now, they try to do whatever they be doing, but we just have to rise up. And I don't care. If we want to brag, we can brag.
The problem with me is that like when you say white power, you're specifically talking about a skin tone. Like if you're talking Italian power, then albeit there's parades for that and no one bats an eye. You want to be Irish pride, then no one bats an eye. And if you want to go any deeper, like that's all fine and dandy. But when you say white power, you have to know what white power actually means. and it's not. And that's when you blur the lines of all races, and you're literally just circumferencing just white people. So like if you're like, cause if I talk to a girl and she's like, oh, my grandma or my grandpa wants me to be with an Italian boy, I'm cool with that. Yeah. Like, but if you're just saying like white, when you say white, that you're saying anything but.
Right, but you got to think about where the word white power derives from and the word black power derives from. We talking about the Black Panthers and then the KKK.
Exactly.
Things of that nature.
It's two different things.
One is deriving something that was made to seem negative, but really they were just fighting for their equality in an aggressive way. You know what I'm saying?
My point.
But that's where white power comes from people that was dead ass lynching, mobbing,
Exactly.
taking shit over, wild, corrupt. So at the end of the day, as the years go on, now it's just we brainwashed to where like they can't even take that shit and flip it.
Right.
Like it's quiet. Just like the swastika. A lot of people don't know that the swastika actually isn't originally, it's reversed and it's an African symbol that means peace.
And they totally reversed it. Totally flipped it.
Yeah, they flipped it literally. You see how the wings on it face this way? In the African way, they spin the other way.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it means something. So they're basically saying the opposite of peace is what they wanted.
Right.
You know
Yeah, like I said, I'm always supportive of like my when I'm talking to my white friends and they like, oh, I'm Italian. Yo, be Italian as fuck. Like, cause I'm gonna be black as fuck.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I personally don't like when, not saying not like, but like if you're a white person that just totally just tries to be black and you just try to be down, I ain't really with that shit. But it's like if you're Italian and you want to be Italian, then cool. You want to be Irish and you want to be full blown, like be Irish as fuck. Yeah. I'm gonna be black as fuck, and we're gonna meet in the middle, and we're gonna be dope as fuck together.
Be proud of.
Whatever.
Culture,
I think that a person, rubbing off on your culture to an extent is actually an honor kind of like I don't take it disrespectful unless they start doing the weird shit with it. Yo, my nigga.
Yeah,
that's the weird shit.
Don't get me wrong. I know some white boys that really grew up like that.
Right,
yeah,
and those are excused always.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's past the point. Like I see white girls getting oppressed on Facebook for putting box braids in their hair and dreads. Like that's not cool. Like
that's not
black.
cool.
I
agree.
Black, you know what I mean? Like we look at how we dress. We're dressing with rock star clothes, True Religions, antique jeans when it came out. You know what I mean? Gucci designer clothes. Like at the end of the day, a lot of the clothes we wear came from cowboys and
that's
rock stars
facts.
And shit.
Yep,
you know
that's
what I mean?
facts.
It came from them. We adopted that shit.
But we did make it drippy. We made it drippy. Nah, let me stop.
You also gotta realize though, but even like, and when you talk about like rock stars, we created rock though.
Yeah.
So did it really come from them?
Fuck yeah.
Like so I'm saying like Jimi Hendrix, like Elvis is still everything from
like
Jimi
a lot of
Hendrix.
it evolved from like
That's what I'm saying, Chuck Berry,
like Prince, Chuck Berry, like it did evolve from people like that.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
and then even like and then even cowboys like the first like not the first cowboys but when we started moving towards the west, there was a lot of black cowboys. Like Lil Nas X ain't the first person to be on a horse. Like
not to interrupt y'all, but we gotta move on.
Travis Scott was.
Last comment.
We're not gonna forget Travis Scott. People forget Travis Scott was from Texas also.
Yeah, nah, Houston is
We gotta move on. We gotta move on. We running low on time. I want to get back to the artists in the building, but before we do that, Zaya, I'm gonna pass it to you for Super Bowl rundown. I did not watch the Super Bowl. I no longer have cable. I don't know how to watch it on my Fire Stick, and that's that on that. So we're gonna pass it to you.
Well, side note, hit me up so I could give you the connects.
I ain't even care that much. Do you remember it was Super Bowl? Oh, yeah. Grammy night. You was like, oh, the Grammys. I'm like, I didn't even know the Grammys.
All right, but now Super Bowl real quick. Kansas City Chiefs won. They beat the oh my god, the 49ers.
Wow, nah, that's disrespect.
49ers, they beat the 49ers. Patrick Mahomes, a black quarterback, won MVP.
Okay, shout out to Patrick Mahomes.
I think he's second or third quarterback to ever black quarterback to ever win. Third? Third black quarterback to ever win.
First mulatto.
Or it was dope, like seeing that, and then like he's just like I've been saying all throughout the whole season of football, like the best three quarterbacks all been black this year: Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson. Like so, like just to see that, and then have like the end, because like the Super Bowl is like when you look back at it, you see the Super Bowl winner, and that kind of tells you the story of that year. So it's good that a black quarterback can represent 2020 as the Super Bowl champion. So when we look back at 5 years, we say 2020 was the year. We were talking about Super Bowl, but now the performance halftime was Shakira and J-Lo.
All right, Shakira and J-Lo.
They did a good
Shout out
job.
to all the Puerto Ricans. Shout out to all the Hispanics. Shout out to
Right.
what's Shakira? She Colombian or some
Colombia,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah. Arriba.
Hips still don't lie. Like, that shit was
The
crazy.
hips still don't lie. I'm
Still
done
don't
with you.
lie.
That's horrible.
Hating on them like that. That's
Right.
was
People
hating?
was hating.
Really?
I heard that the older
Yeah,
Caucasian women were saying that
Oh,
that was
they
too
were-
risque, and there's kids watching,
What
and
it was they couldn't do what they saw.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. I was like, that was pure hate because I was.
can't do that.
That's their culture. Like that's how they are.
Yeah, that's pure hate, bro. And the thing about it, and I'm glad you said specifically older Caucasians because motherfucker, I'm seeing mad pure white people. They put on some reggaeton or some Spanish music. They be like, I don't understand the words, but I just love this song, and they dancing and they love it. So. All those old racist motherfuckers just gotta go and die and shit like that because the new generation
wow,
is.
they are.
Bro, they do-
You know what? No, he's never gone on a rant before.
Bro, yeah, like,
Plugged
I want to see you rant one
Bro.
time.
In is an unbiased platform.
bro,
Plugged
Except
in
for
is
this
an
next-
unbiased
Except for this
platform.
next 10 seconds.
bro. Cheers. Like I said,
Don't tell them they gotta
I
die.
understand what he's saying. He's saying the generation.
yeah, like
I understand. They gotta go on out
either
the way.
update your service or just go, like, cause you don't
feel
speak
you.
for
Nah, because they're still around.
They still
yeah,
around.
cause like those
They
moms
are.
don't speak for their
Yeah.
daughters, like they really don't.
Yeah, right.
You go to West
That's true.
Virginia, it's parts of West Virginia.
West Virginia, there's
It's like
people
Remember
right
the
here in the
Titans.
town.
It's like remember the Titans over there.
Yo, it's parents. I ain't gonna say no
Kids
names,
with.
but it's parents exactly. It's kids I went to school with that is dating black men, and their parents are straight disowning them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like those parents gotta
Hold
go.
on. We ain't gonna do that though. Because listen, Asian people, Indian people, and
They're
Hispanic
like that.
people,
I already
all
know.
do that.
They all
don't
do
be
that.
playing
That's a fact.
shit. They don't, especially the Indians that
That's
that
a
are
fact.
Muslim, they don't play that shit. The Asian people really don't. You really do not really like. I'm telling you, you really don't see a lot of Asian
That's a
girls
fact.
dating outside their race.
Not allowed.
And
And if they are, they're
Hindu
white.
girls too.
Right, right.
You don't really do
yeah.
it. And if they do,
Yeah, they
they're
don't.
white. You might rarely see one with a black guy. She
This is
black
true.
chick that thinks
This
she's
is
black
true.
too.
Yeah.
And she be,
This
and,
is
and
true.
She trusts me. She's running around like my nigga this and my
And
nigga
her
that.
parents already disowned her.
That's a fact.
Already disowned her. I'm crying.
But
No, this
for
is
me,
true.
the performance was good. Like
On a scale of 1 to 10, what you rate it?
I give it an 8 or a 9. Like it was dope. Like
I
was
it was a
feeling-
solid
I'm
10.
gonna give him a 10.
Yeah, no, it was like a 10
That,
was
I mean,
just
when you
dope.
think about their ages
gotta be
and they
Mhm.
doing that, they gotta
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
10.
almost
How old
everything.
is J-Lo? J-Lo what?
J-Lo gotta be
J-Lo
like
like,
almost 50. Like she's
Yeah,
like
she is.
45.
She's like-
We gonna call her
She's
50.
50.
She
She's
said she 50
Okay.
already. She
J-Lo-
50.
Yeah,
J-Lo is
she's
healthy,
pretty
that's
up
all
there.
that
in
Word,
age.
she's
J-Lo-
healthy.
Shakira like
She's
45.
really up there. Yeah.
Nah, they were killing it.
That gotta
They
be a
did
10.
that.
Like, that's a
Okay,
lot.
I heard that.
So yeah.
J-Lo looking better than the class of 2010.
For real. Seriously, though.
90% of
She really
I'm
is.
dead. I'm dead. He said the
But no,
class
the
is
performance was
2000.
good. They had some good symbolism. Like they was, they had like I saw somebody like dissecting the performance.
I seen
They
they
had-
was in the cage
Yeah,
type
yeah,
with
yeah,
the bars.
yeah. They had the kids like
That was dope.
singing in the cages. Shakira did like some African theme like song, like so it was all dope. Like
Gotta
I
appreciate
I
stuff
personally
like that.
love this shit. Like I was,
Yeah.
like I said, the people that give the hate off, they don't speak for the masses.
Of course not.
No,
And-
because the
and
masses definitely gave them the credit.
Yeah, the masses. Like I didn't see like when you said hate, I was like I saw zero hate from anybody. Like obviously you had the people that be like, oh, this wasn't better than Mike or this wasn't better than Beyonce or whatever. Something, but like that's just comparison.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
not
Beyonce
really hate.
definitely.
stan.
That's-
Shout out to
I
Beyonce.
saw one bad post on Facebook that was made me look into it. It was all in the same post.
Yeah.
One person commented this halftime show is boring, and then somebody commented
Boring it was
they were
not.
doing
I ain't
too
even
much.
watched it, but.
And I was like, what? I just went and watched it.
Yeah,
They're doing too much.
How can you do
World
too
Cup,
much for the
like, that
Super
doesn't make
Bowl
sense.
halftime show?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I watched it and I did not feel at all.
Like
Whatever.
and then like I saw more posts saying why is there hate than the actual hate posts.
That's what I was saying too. Some of y'all on Facebook be dragging it. Sometimes y'all be just saying stuff in
Yeah.
response to nobody. You know,
Yeah, I'm
things
about
will
to
be
say,
like
yeah.
nobody, and then
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
just
I'll be like-
going off.
yeah, I'll be like,
Nobody said anything. I didn't
Yeah.
see. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
was
see
like,
anybody
and also it's
complain.
like, yo, when you say like, yo, like, when people are like, oh, mad people are hating, don't just say that when like you saw one person.
Yeah, that's what people.
That's what like people be dragging.
Couple
It's like,
people.
yo,
That's what
like
people
it.
do.
Yeah, that's what people be
Yeah,
doing.
I'm
I'm like,
done.
yo, this is too much. I'm like, cause like I said, on Twitter I saw no hate. Everybody was just like, yo, they mad, like they this old dancing like this. They like, yo, There's like, I saw some memes like, yo, sneaking away to watch the halftime show.
Sneak away from who? Their husbands? Their wives?
No. The husband saying he's sneaking away from like watching the halftime show or like, going to the bathroom and watching the halftime show. Like, I saw all love from the shit.
Yeah, that was funny. But
Like-
I just see people saying stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
like.
collectively, we give it a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna say 10. You
giving it
say
a
8,
10.
9. We gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
is good. Like 10,
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
We gonna
definitely
give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
J-Lo and Shakira. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. I thought it might have been a little trash. That's just my opinion. No, not from after I didn't watch it. I'm just saying when I heard them two were gonna be doing it, I'm like, damn, that's who performing.
Oh, I see
But
what you're
they
saying.
ended up killing it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. I want to clap it up for them. Shout out
I
to
feel
them.
like they could do so much better with halftime shows. They could even like just
Yeah.
whack with it. Since
If you could pick one halftime performer, who would you pick?
one halftime.
Oh, I already know mine.
You already know what I'm gonna say.
Who, Drake?
Drake.
Yeah.
Yes.
This light skin.
To be honest, Drake
You know,
might be the perfect.
Drake will probably be the only person that the whole stadium will be singing along.
Right.
With.
I would say.
One of the few. I can't
Next.
say the only person.
I
Who
was-
do
I
you
was-
pick?
Out like he does have the best answer, but for my viewing eyes, I would say Chris Brown.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
But
Chris.
like,
Chris.
but Drake is
What
the
you say?
perfect.
I would say Chris Brown. Yes.
What you say?
Myself.
I'm gonna say Jake, right?
Word.
You know,
Let's get
but,
this up there.
I'm gonna go with J. Cole. I was gonna say
Okay,
Fab.
I
I
can
was
fuck
gonna
with
say
that.
Fab, but when you talking
Like
about
halftime
like,
J. Cole's
performance.
one of my-
everybody actually
Yeah.
singing along,
Yeah, who would you want to
Cole.
perform?
J.
my
Cole's
Super
one of
Bowl?
my favorite artists, but he was.
So we got a Drake, a Chris Brown, a J. Cole,
Damn, light skins are winning.
Lil Uzi Vert.
see that.
Hey,
Uzi.
I like
I
that
see that.
pick.
He has-
Rico, what you pick? You gonna say so
crazy.
too?
Adults wouldn't understand it and they would think it's cool.
Yeah.
So I think it,
The
it-
Weeknd?
Everybody
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Besides Beyonce, who would you pick?
Ain't no besides Beyonce.
I feel Uzi.
Nah, she already did it. You gotta pick somebody else.
This is why I say Uzi. I feel Uzi's gonna reach everybody down from the kids up to the grown women and men, and then from everybody from the black people, hood, Philly, all that, all the way over to the rock stars pinching their noses.
Right.
And doing all that.
True.
He's gonna
It's
reach
true.
the most
Lil
type of
Uzi
people
Vert
out
is
of, like,
energy.
our young
I've seen him
bracket.
perform a couple times. Definitely energy.
And for some reason,
And we got a
NBA
weekend, so we got a Lil Uzi Vert for the Super Bowl. We got a weekend for the Super Bowl. We got a J. Cole for the Super Bowl. We got a Chris Brown for the Super Bowl. We got a Drake for the Super Bowl. I'm rocking with Beyonce, and my dream already came true.
What if
Beyonce
Beyonce's
killed
booked that day? Like, who else? We know Beyonce. We get it. You
Yeah,
understand?
we-
You
we-
Beehive
I agree.
captain. We
I
get
know
it.
Beyonce's gonna kill it. I feel like that's like.
Yeah, that's like a
You probably
given.
would
I
pick
think we
know
gotta
that.
sit here and act like
Rihanna's dope.
Cardi
Would
B.
you pick Rihanna?
Cardi B. would-
Rihanna?
I think
Cardi
Cardi would
would-
kill it.
I actually thought Cardi was gonna come out
Cardi
this.
would have violated. Yeah.
I
I'm
thought Cardi
not
was-
standing nobody.
With the
I wish
series of
Cardi,
stuff.
I wish
with the-
Cardi and Nicki got this shit.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
listen.
Oh,
We
definitely.
running low on time. Just got word for the cameraman. We running low on time. So I want to get back into your music. I'm gonna just shoot these questions out. Okay? No entourage. You said I'm giving them real. They giving them trap. Some shit like that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, correct.
So do you categorize yourself in a lane with like a J. Cole, as you said, or a Kendrick?
Nah, I don't categorize myself in any of those. I take a little bit of each. You know, a little bit of each. I'm not 100% conscious. I'm not street rap.
But so you can
All
give
my
them a
stuff
little
is
trap
experience.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything
Okay.
is experience.
Thank you. Okay, so how do you feel about the state of rap nowadays?
Right now, I enjoy it.
You're content. Okay, I like that. Thank you. Don't be a hater. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, Elephant. Explain the meaning and the inspiration behind that record. Tell the people what I heard, basically, because it sounded like there was some meaning behind that record. So,
Elephant, I mean, it's a gigantic animal, you know what I'm saying? And,
of course.
Everybody's familiar with.
The phrase elephant in the room.
There you go.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
catching it already.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how I feel I am as an artist. I've performed in many places, and I've felt like the elephant in the room because my music stands out. It's not the same as most artists. And, you know, a lot of time I get that feedback. You know, you have the crowd respond in a certain way, and then I come and I perform with something completely different, and it changes the vibe of the room. You know, so-
Love it.
Do you, when you say the elephant in the room, do you feel like you don't get enough credit?
No, I feel like I get a lot.
You
lot more
popping
than I
on there in
expect,
social
actually.
media. Ain't going cat. I be
And
like,
those
yo,
are all people who thought
make sure
that
you
I
promote
wasn't,
Plugged
you
in
know?
the podcast.
Oh,
Make sure you
definitely.
throw that out there.
Definitely.
Because he got the followers. Okay?
Definitely. You know?
I peeped that.
People usually, when I went to the studio one time, and it was me and a bunch of artists, and this is my first time being in the studio with a bunch of artists, and I went and I laid the track down, and the engineer was like, I ain't even gonna lie, I thought you was gonna be trash, because I was the only artist not speaking. Everybody else was like, yeah, I'm gonna kill it in there, and I said nothing. And he was like, you one of the best artists I ever had in here.
I like stories like that, because like I feel like rap is the close, like besides combat sports, rap is the closest thing to combat sports. It's like, yo, you put like 5 rappers. I want the rapper that wants to be the best rapper amongst other rappers.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear that. Like, and it shows. Like I said, like it was an enjoyment listening to your music, and I can see where you actually.
No, you're really nice. I really wish you the best. Honestly,
time to the beats, like everything flowed. Like I hate when I hear like the verse may be good, but like I could clearly see you paid for that beat from YouTube. And it's like, okay, the beat is fire and the rap is fire, but it just don't mix.
Right.
Like I like hearing when it's like a real concise song. Like this verse was made to this beat, and this beat was made to this verse.
Nah, so, I was really shocked. You know?
Thank you.
I was shocked. I really was. Because, you know, I had knew you prior, and it's like, everybody want to be a rapper. I thought wifey was just promoting you to be supportive. Right. You know, you never know.
Right.
But nah, you was really spitting. Everybody need to go check him out. Check him out on Spotify. KRAI is the new name, but you can find Rise of the Prince on Spotify. You can find First Coat on Spotify. Check that out, y'all, for real.
Is there as well.
Check him out on Spotify, y'all, because he was really nice. Michael Garrett. That was fire.
You like that?
I love the intro with the little clip you played, letting us know what we tuning in for. I like that.
Thank you.
A lot.
Thank you.
So I want to ask you, what does it mean to be a father? For those of y'all who don't know, we're not even going to explain the record to y'all. Y'all need to go listen. Michael Garrett, okay? By the Audacious Prince. At that time, it was Audacious Prince.
Correct.
On Spotify. Y'all need to go listen. It was such a meaningful record. It was so beautiful. So what does being a father mean to you? What made you want to feel like, this hit me? You know what I'm saying? I need to write this record.
When I heard about the situation and everything that happened, I felt like it was close to home because I've experienced some issues with my child's mother and some abuse.
Damn, I had wanted to get into that.
Neglect. There's a lot of stuff going on there, a lot of ACS cases and everything, and I thought about it. I'm like, Dad, this is everything that I was afraid would happen to my daughter, and it happened with his daughter. And, so I wrote the record, I released it, and somebody actually on my Facebook, I don't know how, but somebody was like, I know that family, I could get you the song.
Wow.
Michael Garrett's, I believe his sister actually ended up contacting me and was like,
wow.
send me the song. So I sent him the song. I sent her the song. She connected him to it. He hit me up and expressed to me how he felt about it. And I have a homeboy that is from Cleveland, and he was like, yo, they've been throwing parties out here to your Michael Garrett. And, I had no idea. I'd never been to Cleveland at all.
That's fire.
But that's just crazy how social media can just really connect. Right. Like literally, like you don't know everybody that you're friends with friends.
Yeah.
Nah, that's fire because I didn't know that you was able to connect with Michael Garrett for real. That's fire.
One share puts you in a whole new universe.
It really did.
No, that's fire. I love the record. That was really meaningful. I'll listen to it. I'm like, yo, he really going.
Thank you.
I like you.
I
like you. I like you a lot.
That was the biggest diversity because you had like a song like that, and then you had a song like All in Your Face,
right?
And then you had a song. I can't remember the title off the back of my head because I've been sipping. but it was like one song was like, oh, this seemed like he like drums. He was like, yo, they don't even get a chorus. They get the drum, like they just get drums.
I was actually angry when I made that.
I felt it. I was like, this dude coming at somebody.
I have family that like to talk a lot, and that's why.
Don't
I
we all?
My mom and I said, I'm not.
Family
even
be the worst sometimes.
Moving forward, it was because something that one of my family, I ain't gonna say who it is, but she had said something that didn't sit right with me, and I just. I just took it out on the pad.
Yeah, and I like that because whenever like people come to me with songs and they're like they're usually like monotone, like they're usually like one flavor, and it's like, yo, give me the deeper song.
Yeah.
Because all you giving me is party. Okay, you giving me all party.
Nah, you gave us everything.
Give me the spit one, like give me the cipher, like you the best rapper in the area type shit. So like for like those 3 songs. all my fades, drums, like it's like that showed the range of like I could give whatever. And
so
this year will be different. It'll be even more.
2020 vision. That's
Right.
what I like to hear. Real. What is your definition of real?
Of real?
Being real.
Oh, being real. Just being yourself
Being true to yourself.
And being yourself. A lot of people don't understand that because a lot of people don't understand who they are.
They are.
A lot of people are.
Do you know who you are?
Mixtures of who they need to be at home, who they need to be at work, who they need to be around their friends, who they need to be around their kids, who they need, and you're just all these people that's not even you. It's just, you're the best
like that.
that these people want
These
you to
people
be.
need you to be.
Yeah.
Right, but you need to be you. I like
Exactly.
that. Perfect. I love that. I love
Thank
that.
you.
That's what we plugging y'all in with today. You need to be real to you. Who are you? Screw
Right.
who you. I was gonna say the students because I'm a low key teacher, but that's irrelevant. But because sometimes I be feeling like that. Like, damn, my boyfriend need me to be one person, the students need me to be another person.
well, Rocky
you know
like,
what
fuck
I'm
them kids.
No, I love them kids. I love them kids. Stop playing with me. But Romeo, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having
Y'all
me.
can find him KRAI. We changed his name to KRAI, but on Spotify you can find Audacious Prince. Listen to his music. Y'all need to get plugged into that man's music. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Plugged In Media. Subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Plugged In the Podcast. Like us on Facebook, Plugged In Podcast. Shout out to 81 North Productions. You know we in the building. Grrr. Shout out to 81 North. Shout out to Doug Maddie. Shout out to Nico. Yes. What's your thing? Off the Av Entertainment? Heard. Off the Av Entertainment. Shout out to all of that vibes. And support Voices for Autism. Support Voices for Autism. Follow them on Facebook as well. What's your name on Instagram and all that stuff?
It's now KRAI, so at KRAI.
And that's on Instagram.
Correct.
Oh, anything else I need to say?
Shout out to us, man. Yo, we
Yes.
back.
Yo, we back,
Word, man. Shout out to us,
relaunch.
man. Yo, shout out to Drew Graphics.
Shout out
my
to
guy.
Drew Graphics for the photo
Shout
shoots.
out to Rocky.
Shout out to Rocky. Hey.
Shout out to my guy Miguel for this T-shirt.
Right.
Nike PK, like parkour coming soon. Shout
Heard.
out Nike.
Shout
He
out to
me with
Chino
Nike.
for coming.
Shout out
and
to
add-
Chino
Shout
for
out to
adding his
Adding his
18
little
cent.
bit, that-
Yes, Chino.
Spice it up.
Shout out to
So-
81 North, man.
He definitely added more than 10 cents. He
Yeah, 18.
definitely-
It's definitely
I
about
fuck with
18
it.
cents.
Nah,
I
but Chino
fuck with it,
definitely added to
Chino.
this, man.
Yeah, shout out to 81 North for all that jazz. Y'all, again,
man.
subscribe to us on YouTube, Plugged In Podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts,
Word.
Spotify, all of that. We
Shout
gonna
out
get
to
up
everybody
out
on
of
Facebook that
here.
been showing us love and we actually made it. I don't know about you, but I felt loved while we was going. I was a little scared, even though
No. We got love. We booked. By the way, we got guests out
we
there.
booked.
Out the woodworks. We got guests for days. We got guests for days. Now,
Clearly, Rocky
let me stop.
sipping.
All right, we out of here. I love y'all. We plugged in.
Oh man.
Power on. You are now plugged in.